Pro tip, always have a barrel. So what are we going to use the barrel for today? Well, let's find out. I have an outboard motor that apparently has a fuel leak. So let's work on it. First, let's see if there's any fuel in here. Well, she's at least half tank. Gonna open the vent. Give this a couple of spins. Fuel is turned off right here. Before I get too crazy, let me put some more water in the barrel. Already had the garden hose on. Get this cover off of here. Try to multitask here a little bit. I suspect that either my float stuck, because the fuel was running out the front for my kids. Either the float stuck or I got a bad fuel line. And it looks like it's a bad fuel line because the clip's not even on here. So we're going to work on that. I'll get the camera around so you can see what's going on here. Let's see if I can zoom you in on this thing here real quick. Right here, there's a clip on here. Oh, you can't see that. You're not close enough. Let's see here. There we go. So right here, there's a clip. You can see it's not even holding. But I don't know if that's the leak, though. Because even though it's just hanging on there, if I remember right, that fuel line went on there pretty tight. Huh. Well, let's open up the fuel. Oh, she leaked down below half here. The other thing you can kind of keep in mind, wherever it leaks down to is probably where the leak was. It's generally a good way to judge where a leak is in anything that you're working on. And I don't see. Is there a hole worn in the line here? At the back of the line's worn just a little bit from vibration, but no hole. Huh, let's see if she'll start up. Oh, I gotta grab the key. I don't see any leak yet. Tempted to add a little bit more fuel to this and see where it's leaking. It was definitely leaking out of the front though when they showed me the video. Alright. Let's see if she'll start. Probably don't need much of a choke. Come on. Oh, she usually starts right away. Of course, when I'm trying to show someone what's going on, or try to fix the dumb thing, I wonder if it's a switch that's causing a problem. I did have this carburetor apart and cleaned about a year or two ago, and I typically keep the fuel line off and then drain the carb every time I use it. So I've not really had any problems with it. Huh. Now she's not wanting to start at all. Okay. Okay. Well, I added some fuel to it, so it is gravity feed. And see if I have, figured I'd fill it up all the way, see if I have any leaks. I mean, now's the time to find it out, not when you're out on the lake. Alright, I'm just going to put this on continuity testing. And if it's a dead short, then you should hear a... So this should be a short. No. Oh, it's open. I bet you it's a short now without the plug in there. So that switch is working. With this piece in here that holds that open and does not ground out the coil. So it's not the dead man switch. Well, couldn't find my needle nose pliers. But I got fuel coming out right there. It's coming right down to there, no problem. In fact, I really wish I had my needle nose pliers. Push it on there a little better. Alright, well, I've got fuel. Just don't know why she's not starting. Oops. Thought I had the right size socket there for a second. This is probably metric, but this will work. Come on, baby. Well, guess we are going to have to take it further apart. Something's going on up here. See, I've had it off here before. Oh, it just pries off. It's obviously you don't want it falling off while you're on the lake or nothing, but it has these big rubber knobs to hold it. Just popped out of there. Alright, pretty sure the spark plug's right here, yep. Let's see if she's got any spark. Sure she's wet. No? It's pretty dry. That makes me wonder if the carburetor's plugged then. See if I got any spark. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this or not, but oh yeah, I got plenty of spark. Come back in there. So we do have a fuel problem. Which is weird, because it was leaking like crazy the other day. Now he's not getting any fuel. Well, I finally got it to start after I forced it. Come on. Give it a little fuel. Right here. There you go. There you go. Diagnose never worked that great anyway. Put it in drive. Almost like she had something stuck in there in the carburetor. Maybe I sucked it through by running it like that. Because that would make sense if the needle got plugged and that's why the fuel leaked through. And that's why the fuel just kept leaking through and then it flooded and he couldn't get it started. That is so weird, because now it's running beautiful. Because these little motors are really, really sensitive to dirt in the fuel. I mean, the carburetor, the orifices are so small. It's the only thing I can think of. I'm probably going to go ahead and get a better clamp on this line up here on the front, but honestly that's just fine. Let me put this hand thing on there. I didn't show this before, but this pull start just tucks in here. There's two bolts that go onto the motor and one bolt back here that holds the tank on as well. That's kind of why I was holding on the tank a little bit. This longer bolt goes back here. Has a washer on it, and then it has a metal sleeve so that it's not actually clamping on the tank. Because you wouldn't want to clamp directly on plastic. That wouldn't work too good. So it's got a little metal sleeve between the plastic, so it kind of pushes on there a little bit, but not 100%. And that's the wrong size screwdriver too, but it works. Well, I am really not going to take it apart. It's been running so good for me this year. We have so little left in the season to go fishing that it's really not worth a major teardown right now. Honest, if my kids get out with it again, I'll kind of be surprised. Although some of the fall fishing around here is pretty good. Just not always easy to make time to go out. I'm going to go get the right size screwdriver for that. And I do not want to drop this bolt bottom of the barrel, because that means I got to empty all the water out to get to it. There we go. Well, get this back on here. We won't put the cover on yet. We'll try to pull start it again. But I highly suspect there was just a speck of dirt or dust in that carburetor. Caused that needle to stick open. Because this thing has always been a good starter, just like that. Well, really not much of a repair video, but I did identify I do have a fuel line here that I could redo the clamp on, and I did get her started. There is a little trick. Most of these, if you get these tops off of here, there will be a bolt on top. Riding lawnmowers, other things are the same way, and you can run a drill on there so you can, you know, don't pull your shoulder out trying to start the stupid thing. Verified I had fuel, verified I had spark. You know, I had fuel up to the carburetor, so then I threw a little in the front, and whatever it was, it sucked it through, and she's working. I've got no fuel leak on the front right now, even after running, so I'm pretty confident that it's good enough for now. Again, we're not going out in the ocean or not with this. We're just going on small lakes. I always bring the oars with, so that should be good enough for now. It's kind of a quick video, maybe a little disappointing, but I mean, sometimes it's nothing majorly wrong. You can just kind of work through it, and with any luck, this will be fine. And maybe she'll need a cleaning in the spring. One of the things you always want to do when you fire them up, I've got the fuel shut off over here on the side. When it started, I'm going to turn off the fuel, and I'm going to run it until it runs out.